Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Open man is Trey Burton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the control and damage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Stick it in the end zone on a running play.
Now this will make it into the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Minshew. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Fournette, a first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. First and 10, Taylor now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to Taylor on first down. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Colts 6, Jaguars nothing.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Minshew, 1st and 10. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Colts' 43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette. And last year, he achieved his career high in rushing yards with 100. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football and gets stronger as the game goes on.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Minshew. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first first down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Minshew sets to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Darren Waller, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Well, CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They go play action. Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Rivers. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the red zone now, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
By Jacksonville.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 39. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
The give to Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, it's Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a second down and 6. Play fake. Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Blankenship out for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Colts 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
All you got to do is look at
Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Chenault, 81 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
2nd and short now following the fumble. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. To throw again, Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second down, here's Fournette. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Jacksonville.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know. Maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're...
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Rivers pass.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off play action, it's Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A 3-yard gain brings up 4th down and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Keelan Cole, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Guys, let's go!
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out.
To go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Colts take over first and...
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's got Burton here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Rivers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. First down, Rivers going for it all. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be second down.
5-yard line.
One last shot now for Rivers. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're